Hello, and welcome to the Junior Storytelling Contest. And we are going to start in a little bit. We'll just wait for a couple of more people to join. While you all are waiting, if you want, you can get on the ACK Comics app and you can read the stories along with us, or you can read them afterwards. That's fine too. We shall wait for a bit and then start. We have some very exciting stories for you. So, all right, great. Well, welcome again. Welcome again to the first ever edition of Amar Chitra Junior Storyteller Contest, and today is our first episode. And today we'll be showcasing the storytelling of two of our 8 winners. A little bit about the contest before we begin. So one of Uncle Pie's favorite things to do was to read stories to kids and also to listen to the stories told by these young storytellers. And so we launched the Junior Storyteller Contest as a special tribute to honor his legacy. And we invited children from all over the country to send in storytelling videos. And the response was overwhelming. We had over 200 entries that we had to go through. And we went through each of them carefully. And all of our entries were judged on various parameters, from performance to voice modulation to creativity to a lot before we reached our final 8. And today we have two of them with us who are going to tell you stories from the jungle. That's our theme for today. Stories of the jungle. Our first winner is Advika Deshpande. Advika is just 8 years old. And when we first saw her, we couldn't take our eyes off her because she was so entertaining and she was completely in love with telling the story. And we knew that we had found one of our winners the moment we saw her. So without wasting any more time, let me call Advika, who is going to tell us a very fun story from the jungle. Welcome, Advika, and over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everybody. My name is Advika Deshpande. Today, I am going to tell you all a story. The name of the story I am going to tell you all is Bando and the Water Demon. Bando the monkey was worried. He peered down from his tree, making little chattering noises. What is the matter, Bando? Asked his friend Bindi. Our pond is drying up. We won't have any water to drink, said Bando. Don't worry, Bando. When it rains, the pond will fill up. But it didn't rain, and the pond dried up slowly till there was only a little bit of wet mud left at the bottom. After a while, even that disappeared, leaving the mud hard and cracked. Trumpet! Trumpet! Even if I dig the mud, there is no water, said Dante the elephant, scraping the bed of the pond with his trunk. I really do want some water, cried a baby deer. Water, water, we want, our throats are dry, we are parched. Water, water, we want, our throats are dry, we are parched. This can't go on, said Bando. We must find another pond. So Bando set off to find another pond. He swung from tree to tree with his long arms and legs. With him was his friend, Kila the kingfisher. Chee. I really do hope we find some water, she said. I am hungry and I traveling, Bando and Keela reached the edge of the forest. There was a rather huge mountain, and at the bottom of the mountain was a sparkling blue lake. Bando and Keela were overjoyed. They rushed towards the lake, happily singing and dancing. Wawa pani re, meethe pani re. Wawa pani re, meethe pani re. But just as they reached the lake, a huge, whirling, swirling figure rose out of the water. It was a huge, scary water demon. It grabbed Bando and Keela in its long, watery arms and swirled them and whirled them round and round. Who dares to come to my pond? It boomed. Swirling, whirling, flowing, gushing, springing up and downward, rushing, swaying left and to the right. The water demon holds them tight. Please, club, leave us, club, cried Bando. Only if you promise to never come to my lake again. The water demon boomed. We promise, we promise. जाने दो हमें जाना है. जाने दो हमें जाना है. Bando and Keela wept. The water demon snarled and threw them on some prickly bushes. Ouch, said Bando. It hurts. Suddenly, a small voice spoke up near them. Shh. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Are you okay? It asked. Bando looked back. And looking at him and Keela was a grey brown squirrel. Yes, I am okay, whimpered Bando. The squirrel hopped closer and whispered, If you are thirsty and if you want to drink water, you will have to come to the lake at night, because that's when the water demon goes to sleep at the bottom of the lake. Squeak, squeak. But the animals cannot come and drink water at night, said Bando. Chee, I cannot fish at night, said Keela. Can we chase the demon away from the water? Asked Bando. Squeak, squeak. No, said the squirrel. The water demon gets his powers from the water, and no one can get him to leave the water. Then we can make the water leave the demon, said Bando, feeling excited. Huh? How are you going to do that? Asked Keela. I can do it because I am Bandar. I am a smart Bandar. Come on, Keela, let's go home, said Bando, waving goodbye to the squirrel. Bye-bye. Bando and Keela rushed home as fast as their feet would carry them. And then, when they had reached their jungle, Bando told his clever plan to all the animals. Listen up, guys. We have to make a long pipe. How are we going to do that, Bando? Asked Bindi. Don't worry, Bindi. It is really simple. Elephants, you go get long stems of bamboo. And monkeys, get a lot of banana fiber. The elephants and the monkeys went off to do as they were told. Okay, Bando, After a long time, when the elephants and the monkeys had returned with what they needed, the animals started working hard in tying the bamboo stems together with banana fiber. काम करो भाई काम करो जग में अपना नाम करो काम करो भाई काम करो जग में अपना नाम करो. The animal worked hard that day, tying the bamboo stems together with banana fiber. And finally, when they had finished, it was already night time. Phew, said Bando. Okay, Danti, go suck at one end of the pipe. Danti did as he was told. Trumpet! दम लगा के हाय शदंती दम लगा के हाय शदंती दम लगा के हाय शदंती दम लगा के हाय शदंती. The animals cheered. Danti tried again. And again. And again. And finally, everyone heard a small gurgle, which became louder and became louder. And finally, water came gushing out of the pipe. It filled the pond up to the brim. All the animals were super happy. They thanked Bando. Thank you, Bando, yippee, yippee. And then all the animals drank water to their fill. By the time it was morning, all the animals had drank water to their fill, and they were happy with the water that they had. And then they heard a rather shrill wail. Who took my water? That's the water demon wailing, said Bando. I think his voice has become like that because he has lost all his power, which is now in our pond. All of the animals rushed to the edge of the forest to see a rather tiny water demon slowly slipping away from his pond, making sure no one saw him. All the animals were super happy. They thanked Bando once again. Thank you, Bando. And they lived happily ever after, singing and dancing all day long. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you so much for that, Advika. That was an excellent story. And just to tell you all a little bit more about the process of how how we selected our these top 8 kids. So we went through, like I told you, over 200 entries, and once the 8 kids were selected, the children have been paired with different members from the Amar Chitra Katha and the Tinkle team, and have been paired, and each one has been mentored by various different team members, and it has been an absolute pleasure to be talking to all of these kids and just listening to how much they love their stories and love telling stories. And yeah, that is essentially how it has been the last week or so. And to introduce our next winner, I'm going to call her mentor. Advika was one of our youngest winners, and I think so is our next one. And I'll call on Rituja Sawant to introduce our next winner.
Hi everyone. Hi Sanjana, how are you doing?
Great. So, are you ready to introduce us to your
Yes.
winner? Yes.
Yes. But before that, Advika was just so captivating. I loved her storytelling. So much energy and so much drama. Truly loved it. Well done,
because when we were having our mentoring sessions, I think while she was taking notes, so was I taking notes, because there was so much to learn from the way she tells her story that it was just it was so fun. Yeah. So tell us about Sai.
Of course. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about Sai, whom I had the privilege of mentoring. She is 9 years old, lives in Coimbatore, and is a very, very creative storyteller. She loves to read stories, tell stories, and loves art. Something you'll see come together in her storytelling. Yeah. So without further ado, please put your hands together for the fun-loving, inquisitive, and simply spectacular Sai Thanirka.
Hi everyone, I'm Thanirka from Vishwanka Public School, Coimbatore. Stories is the only place where our imagination has no boundaries. Who does not love to hear stories? Everyone loves to hear stories. So today I'm going to take you to the world of jungles through my story, Laddu and his pods. Deep in the jungle, early in the morning, the artistic golden sun woke up like a baby and started painting the dark black sky into a bright blue sky. The birds started tweeting their morning melody, and the colorful butterflies flied all around the jungle looking for sweet nectar. Slowly, the animals woke up from their sleep to kickstart their day. Here comes a hero of the story. Are you all excited to know who is the hero? He is none other than Laddu, the leopard cub. While all the animals were active in the early morning, Laddu alone was feeling very sleepy because he spent all his night learning how to hunt with his mother. Laddu lay down to sleep. Now Laddu was almost asleep. At the corner of his eyes, he saw his own tail and thought to himself, "Oh, what a beautiful tail do I have!" He saw his spots on the back and said loudly to himself, "Oh, what a perfect leopard cub am I!" Laddu woke up. He was no more asleep. He started to dance and sing. Spots, spots, beautiful spots spread all over me. Big and small, so many spots for everyone to see. Laddu was very happy. He went to the banks of the river and saw his own reflection in the water. And he said to himself, "Oh, I have many spots." No, many spots. No, many spots. Hearing Laddu, a fish jumped down the water. Laddu became angry. He shouted at the fish, "You silly fish! You disturbed me! Go inside the water!" The fish disappeared into the water. Laddu started to wonder, how many spots do I really have? Laddu started walking, thinking whom to ask. A baby monkey who was hearing Laddu jumped down from the tree and asked, "Laddu, my mother loves to count. Can I call her?" "Really? Does your mother knows to count? Can you call her?" "Mama! Mama! Mama monkey came down. "Why did you call me, baby?" "Mama, can you help Laddu to count his spots?" "Yes, I will help him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, Laddu, I have only 4 children and I know only to count till 4, not more than that. I will count more than 4 once I have many children." Saying this, Mama Monkey left her baby. Ladu started to think Mama Monkey couldn't count. Whom shall I ask next? While he was thinking, he saw a giant elephant in a distance. He ran to the elephant and asked, Mr. Elephant, I know you very clever. Can you help me count my spots? Is sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I got bad cold after playing in rain yesterday. I will count it for you again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Laddu, you have only one spot. And he walked back, thinking so clever of himself. Laddu thought to himself, the elephant must not be right. Whom shall I ask next? The naughty baby monkey laughed. No one in this jungle can count your spots, Laddu. Laddu became so sad. He was thinking what to do next. Suddenly, Laddu got an idea. He went to the lake and waited there till all the animals came. The animals started to come there one by one. First came the old hippo. He was very old. Next came the king of the jungle, the lion. Next was the majestic tiger. After the tiger, it was squeaky little hare. Once all the animals were assembled, Laddu went to the top point of the lake and shouted, "A prize for the wise! A prize for the wise! A prize for the one who will be able to count my spots! A prize for the wise!" And all the hippo from the crowd said, You know, my son, when I was young, I was able to count 100, but now I have forgotten. That won't help me, said Laddu. A hare from the crowd said, You said to count, you said to count. I can help you count. Yes, sure, you can help me count. Laddu was very happy again. He is going to know how many spots he has. The hare started to count, but he was counting weirdly. Dot, light, dot, light, dot, light. All the animals went on repeating the hare. Dot, light, dot, light, dot, light. The hare went on counting. Dot, light, dot, light, dot, light. Laddu shouted, Stop it! The whole jungle was silent for a moment. In a squeaky voice, the hare said, Laddu has only 2 spots, one dark and one light. No, I have many spots. All the animals started to shout. A prize for the hare, we all declared. A prize for the hare, we all declared. A prize for the hare, we all declared. Laddu had no other way but to give the hare the prize. Laddu gave the hare a carrot and a turnip. All the animals started to go back home. The lion, the old hippo, the tiger, everyone went home. The hare was going home very happily with his rewards. But Laddu was very sad. He walked and sat under a shade of a tree and started to think, no one in this jungle will be able to count my spots. I will never know how many spots I have. And once Owl, who was observing Laddu, came to Laddu and said, Laddu, when nobody is able to help you, you have to help yourself. Help yourself by learning to count. If you learn to count, you will be able to count your spots by yourself. Wow, that's a great idea, Mr. Owl. But who will teach me count? Laddu, if you don't mind, can I be your teacher? Wow, I'll be very proud to be your student. Okay, so can we start the class from now? But Mr. Owl, I'm feeling so tired and sleepy. Can we start the class tomorrow? No problem. Have rest and we can start the class fresh tomorrow. Saying this, the owl flew back. Laddu was very happy. He said to himself, wow, I'm going to learn counting. Soon I'll be able to count my spots by myself. Saying this, Laddu went to sleep with a bright smile on his face. Hope you all enjoyed my story. What did you all learn from the story? We should help ourselves. My favorite part in the story was hair counting Laddu spots. Can any one of you guess how many spots Laddu has? And put your answer in the comment section. I would like to thank Team Amar Chitra for giving me this great opportunity. Special thanks to my mentor Ms. Rityaja for her wonderful guidance. Bye bye. Thank you everybody.
Wow, that was so good, Sai. And I cannot imagine handling so many of those. You were just excellent. Well done. And now this brings us to the end of our episode. Our two storytellers have told their stories, but we have 3 more episodes lined up for you with some very exciting stories and some really, really good storytellers. And so please don't forget to tune in next Friday, that is the 4th of December at 5 o'clock sharp. And until then, you can log on to the ACK Comics app and read all these stories. They are all available to read on the app. So yeah, until next time and until next Friday. Thank you.